Hello, this is Pat Walker at MissionWinners.com, and I get a lot of questions about a lot of different topics, and I love the questions that you all ask. Sometimes I will respond via typing, email. Other times I will do it via a video. In this instance, I think a video will do this justice. By the way, I always encourage you, and I will tell you this, I will only use your first name. I'm not going to use your last name out of respect for you. So there's a degree of, I'll say, quote-unquote, privacy in there. All right? I just want you to know that. I think it's very, very important. I respect each of you, and that's the way we want to run it. Well, here's the question. Nash had asked this question, and I think it's a great question. He says, I have a full-time job from 8:30 to 5 o'clock. I can't follow your trades at the open because I'm busy with many people around me. I know I can set up automatic triggers in the Interactive Brokers platform. I have the same thing. I love it. At IB. For example, limit if order touched with a stop loss. Buy 100, limit triggers and a stop loss. I'm okay with that. By the way, Nash, I have to tell you, that is a great tactic that you were implementing about a buy stop with an automatic trigger, contingent order, they call it, contingent sell stop to protect you. Very, very smart. I encourage you to do this. Now, and continue doing it, so well done. One of the areas is, how can I do this because I can't follow the volume? There's one thing we can do, and it's not perfect, but it will work for you. I encourage you, don't do any of the swing trades. You can say, well, why not? Because they are higher risk. There's greater likelihood that people won't do them, which means volume won't come into it, which means that possibly they have a higher failure rate. So what can we do to, quote unquote, stack the deck in our favor, where as an individual, like a lot of you, you're working. You can't be watching this stuff all day. I understand. I know how that is. What can you do? And this is my tactic for you. Only focus on the super clean longer bases. And I don't mean like, oh, you mean a 3 or 4 or 5 day base? No, look for longer bases. You can say, Patrick, give me some examples. Amazon down here was longer on this entry. That's simple. And I'm not going to just pick when, it's not about the winners. Netflix right here was a longer base, Focus on stocks that have the longer bases. So now let's take a look at the key list today. Billy, right here, is a swing trade, shorter base, more aggressive. Oh, just don't do it. I'm going to continue on with it. DBX, this is a swing trade potential setup, okay? Leave it, excuse me, leave it alone. ePay, now this is a longer base. What's the one risk? It's up pretty high right here. So if you do it, do smaller shares, but it is a slightly longer base, okay? 5, little short shelf here, a little bit more aggressive. You can say, hey, you know what, I'm not going to do that. GHDX, a person could do some, but go small. Why? It's a shorter base. When I say a longer base, let's quantify this statement. Focus on stuff 4 or 5 weeks or longer. Focus on those, and you will dramatically increase your odds of finding a winner. Why? Because a lot of people will not do short base or short pullback setups like this, short time frame pullbacks. They won't do it. They have higher failure rates. I can quantify it. So if we are going to try to minimize our risk of getting whipsawed, we have to sit there and fish in the hole that has less chances of whipsaws. And what is that? It is a longer base breakout. Longer bases, clean and simple bases. If it's not there, don't do it. Just don't do it. Going to show you a couple of more. NTNX had a longer base here. NTNX, we bought this last year, had a longer base here. See that long base right there? I'll shake it back. See that? Just a nice longer base. We'll focus on those. Here's Okta. This was really good for us last year. Look at this. Or earlier this year. Look at this nice long base. Okay? Focus on those, the longer bases, multi-week bases. It will increase your odds. But again, I compliment you of using the contingent order method of if this, then that. If I'm triggered, automatically a cell stop's going to go in. That's wonderful. I love that. Stick with that. It will prevent problems. Right on right there. I thank you very much for the question, Nash. Thank you so much. And I hope this helps. And if not, keep asking, please.